106.1 and AM 1340. The Big Double A. The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He dunks it! Lays it up. Got it! Three-pointer try.
Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball. Right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
And welcome in, Cedartown Bulldog Lady Dogs basketball fans. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter here in the northern part, the high northern part of Georgia. We are in Ringgold, Georgia to bring you tonight's action between your Cedartown Lady Dogs taking on the Heritage Lady Generals. A tough task ahead of the Lady Dogs tonight. The Heritage Lady Generals come into tonight's game with a record of 11-4. They are 1-0 on the season, while the Cedartown Lady Dogs are 5-8 on the season. They come into tonight looking to pick up their first region win. Heritage's first region win came against Central by a final score of 63-32. Some other big wins for for Heritage so far this season. They defeated Dalton in 2 overtimes, 72-63. They defeated Silverdale by a final score of 51-41. That squad is 16-4, so that just shows you that they have beat some pretty tough teams. They've also beaten some not-so-tough teams. They defeated Chattanooga School for the Arts and Sciences, if this score is correct, according to Max Preps, by a final score of 67-5.
Wow.
However, I will tell you that CSAS is 4-13 on the season, so there is a chance that that is accurate. But the only thing that we're worried about tonight, though, Andrew Carter, is the matchup between our Lady Dogs and this Heritage team. We'll pause now for the playing of the national anthem. And that is your national anthem. We will get the starting lineups for both teams coming up here in just a moment. But as a reminder, Cedartown coming into tonight's game looking to pick up their first region win. They were defeated by Northwest Whitfield last week. And so Cedartown trying to get a win in that region column. Starting lineup tonight for your Cedartown Lady Dogs. Good to see Haven Barclay back tonight. She will get the start along with Kendall Pace. Marin Barrow, Anna Kate Bussey, and Kinsley Boozer. Those are the starting 5 for your Cedartown Lady Dogs. We did learn that we talked with Haven's mom, and you made the comment Saturday for our broadcast that Haven was on an official visit up in New Hampshire.
Yeah, to Dartmouth.
And she is extremely excited about that, and we are too. So we will get your starting 5 for Heritage. It's going to be number 1, Reese Abercrombie. Number 5, Kayla Lopez will also get the start. Number 10, the sophomore Tori Epps is going to get the start tonight. Number 12, Bailey Hollison rounding out the starting 5 for the Heritage Lady Generals. Number 23, Macy Collins. Cedartown wearing their road black uniforms. It's going to be white letters, white numbers, trimmed in red with a red and white kind of zigzag design on the side. Heritage will be in their home white uniforms. Navy blue letters and numbers trimmed in red.
Yeah, very similar to, I would say, the New England Patriots, kind of navy blue, gold, or navy blue and red.
Almost even maybe a little Washington Wizards as well. But tonight for the call here at Heritage High School as Cedartown takes on the Heritage Lady Generals, Mr. Andrew Carter.
Thank you very much, Sam. Epps will be jumping at the line for the Lady Generals, and Marin Barrow will be jumping for the Lady Bulldogs here. Lady Bulldogs looking for that first region win, as Sam mentioned, and we'll get this game started here momentarily as soon as the official blows the whistle and says we're ready to play ball. I think they're waiting for, looks like we might have a little issue with the
shot clock.
The shot clock. They're kind of getting that to boot up and start it up. Looks like they've got them almost ready to go. They got to get 35 on the clock. It's got 25 on there now 40, so they're working on getting the shot clock going. And still having some issues with that as we speak. Looks like a school official is down there to take a look at the scorekeeper's table, and the official from the GHSA is also over at the scorekeeper's table to run down the issue as well. This is the first of 3 ball games this week. The Lady Bulldogs will have 2 home games in a row, both the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs, Friday and Saturday. Now we got the clock working correctly. Friday we'll have another region game against Sonoraville. That'll be a tough one. And then we host the Rockmart Yellow Jackets on Saturday. Ready to go here. Epps tipping for Heritage and Marin Barrow for the Lady Bulldogs. The tip goes to Heritage. And they pass quickly down low for a quick layup, and that is good from number 23, Macy Collins. And it's quickly a 2-0 lead for the Heritage Generals. Quickly down the floor as the Lady Bulldogs trying to beat the press. They do. It's Kendall Pace. She'll drive right to the hoop, but she'll pass it off there to Bussey, and she lost the handle. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Heritage Generals. And Sam, already quickly, they are high pace in this ball game.
They are in Cedartown. The positive thing about that, able to break that press, so that's what we want to see. And off the inbounds pass, Marin Barrow had a heel on the line, so it'll be a turnover, and Heritage will have it back with a 2-0 lead.
Kayla Lopez will bring it down for the Heritage Lady Generals. Cross the timeline, a quick pass to Reese Abercrombie. Abercrombie go back to the top of the key. They go to Hollis. Hollis will feed back on the right side, Abercrombie again. Now they go to the right side, now down low. Bounce it there. Shot is partially blocked, no good. Rebound by Cedartown. It's going to be Kendall Pace, the senior. Kendall Pace is in a bit of trouble. She's still in trouble. She heaves the ball down the floor to Marin Barrow. She's got it. Now to Bussey. Bussey tries to go in the paint. She'll put up the shot. It is no good. Rolls out, no good. And a foul called on the Heritage Generals. We'll check the official and see what the call is.
Not the conventional way to break that press, but you like what you see. You also like them being able to work it down low and to get Anna Kate Bussey involved.
Sophomore Bailey Hollis, number 12, picks up the foul. And now Anna Kate Bussey to the free throw line for her first shot, and it's no good. Too much on the attempt there off the back of the rim. Just underway here. A 2-0 lead for Heritage, one of the better girls basketball teams in this region. Second free throw attempt is also no good, and the rebound goes to Macy Collins. Collins scored the first hoop for them, and she's going to try to drive it. She'll pass back outside. The give, the pass, down low. Spinning around. She has to go back outside. Abercrombie wide open from 3. Rings out, no good. Barrow with a rebound. She'll give now to Haven Barclay. Again, good to have Haven back after her official visit to Dartmouth. There's a jumper. No good there from Boozer, but her putback is good off the glass, and we're tied. 2-2 the score. Top of the key, it is Kayla Lopez. Lopez will reset, set up the top of the key. She'll look for somebody open on the left side. Now she'll go to the right side to Abercrombie. Abercrombie will spin. She'll pass to the left. Got to Hollis. They tried to go down low, and it was too hard to Tori Epps. It'll be a Cedartown basketball after the turnover.
One thing that you have to do very well against a team this good is to take advantage of every opportunity and capitalize. A turnover there, Cedartown needs to go down and turn that into points.
They're pressing us. We've got to get across the timeline. We finally do get it to Barrow. Barrow has nowhere to go, and she throws it wild, but it's picked up there by Barclay. The put up high off the glass is no good. Tipped out of bounds, and I think Boozer touched it last as she was trying to save it, and it'll go back to the Heritage Generals. We almost got a high bank off the glass into the basket from Bussey, but unfortunately it doesn't go. 2-2 tie. Here come the Lady Generals. Heritage moves down to Class 3A next year, so we will no longer play this team in region play in 2024-2025. 15-foot jumper from the right side is going to go in from number 23, Macy Collins. She's responsible for 4 of their points already. It's 4-2 the lead. And Bussey's going to have to run down a loose ball. I don't know where that was. Barrow just threw it too hard over Bussey's head, and she was not able to run that down, and they're going to get it back on Cedartown's side.
Again, that's something that Cedartown has struggled with throughout the season. We got to figure out a way to break that press, and Heritage knows that we've struggled with it.
Wide open down low from the layup. It's up and good. Once again, Macy Collins, that's her 6-point. All 6 belong to her. Lady Bulldogs trying to pass to get past the press, and we do. It'll be ahead to Boozer, and the paint layup is good. And that'll make it a 6-4 lead for Heritage as Cedartown draws within 2.
Again, that was a good way to beat the press. We knew that we had Boozer underneath the basket with minimal disruption, and so we went straight to her and just put it in her hands to go up and take a contested shot, make it count.
There's a layup, no good. Rebound by Haven Barclay. She'll take it down the floor.
Got her
and
open
Barclay
again.
took an extra step.
Yep.
She set to pass and took 3 or 4 extra steps, and the official was right there to see it.
Well, we had Kinsley breaking open down on the right side, but just did not see that.
6-4 the score. Lopez to the right side. They go back to the top of the key now to Hollis. Hollis to the left side. Dribbling around, goes down low. Back to the outside. They go to Abercrombie. She'll pause. Left side, they'll try. She fakes the 3. Now she'll put it up from the left baseline. No good from Lopez. Rebound by Cedartown. Again, 6 points have all come from Macy Collins. And so far, we boxed her out. It's Pace. The pass now to Boozer, top of the key. Now to Marin Barrow on the left side. Now they go to the left corner. Again, it's Pace. Pace wheel route. Floater, no good, out of bounds. Cedartown will turn it over.
So far, though, Andrew, I'm impressed with Cedartown being able to score when they have, especially given how well this Heritage squad is playing defense on that full-court press. But we're just going to have to be consistent, and that's the problem that we've had, is being consistent breaking that press.
4.5 to go here in the first quarter as Heritage is just passing the ball around on their side of the floor. They go down low. The floater is no good there from Collins. The rebound by Cedartown. Here comes a shot that should have been a kicked ball, but it's going to be turned over, but then turned right back over to Cedartown on a bad pass. Marin Barrow goes ahead now to Kendall Pace. Cross the timeline. Set up at the top of the key. Left side, they go to Boozer. Boozer driving to the lane. Floater, good. Cedartown ties it up 6-6. Kinsley Boozer with a big game early.
And I tell you, she is deadly from that little baseline floater from about 4 feet out. She's hit several of those in the past few games, and that is her hot spot, and we need to keep her there.
Lopez goes to Abercrombie on the right side. Now they go to number 10, Epps. Epps passes, tipped and stolen there by Pace, Kendall Pace. Now it's kicked away. It'll be Cedartown ball under the Heritage basket on the other side.
But again, an opportunity now where you force a turnover that you have to go in and cash it in and score those points. If Cedartown could come down and convert here, we could take the lead for the first time tonight. And if you can stick close to this team for the first half and make this a game at halftime, it'll make for an interesting second half.
Bussey looking for somebody open. Still looking. She's going to run out of time, and she does. 5 seconds. One thing she's got to be aware of is how much time, and the officials right next to her doing that hand signal for each second that passes, and she just didn't throw it in time.
And at one point, you almost want to say just throw it up and see what you can get, because you know that if you hold it, it's going to be an automatic turn.
Yeah, it's a better chance if you try to heave it or just
put it out there.
Put it up in the air.
Yep.
Collins passes over to Lopez now. They're on the other side of the court now. Top of the key is Lopez. 18 on the shot clock. They go back to Collins. Rather, that is Hollis. Now they go outside from 3. No good off the front of the rim. Collins gets the rebound. No, that is not Collins. That is Tori Epps, and the shot is good.
Those are the first points to come from here.
And a steal.
By somebody that's not Collins, though.
Tipped out of bounds there. It's going to stay with the Lady Bulldogs. I checked that back. It was Camden Carter, number 20, who got the basket. She subbed into the ball game just a moment ago. Inbounds pass goes in to Carter. Carter to Collins. Now left side. They'll check a 3. No good. Rebound taken loose, and it'll be picked up out of bounds. It was just saved, but they saved it right to Kendall Pace, so she'll take it down the floor. Pace with a break. She's going to take it to the hoop. Stops. Puts up a shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. No good. She gets fouled.
working from that left side, and we learned earlier that the reason why she is so good from that left side, she's left-handed.
Macy Collins picks up the foul. Macy Collins, only a junior, 5'9", the point forward. And Kendall Pace, the Lady Dogs senior, will go to the free throw line for 2 here.
Chance to tie it. Kendall's first one is up and off the front of the iron, no good.
Kendall had been a little bit better from the free throw line in the past couple of games.
She really struggled during that that Haralson County tournament, but she improved after that. We hope that she can continue it here, but she missed both of them. That one off to the left side did not draw iron, so it's automatically Heritage basketball. So an opportunity for the Lady Dogs to tie it goes to waste, and it's still 8-6 with 2:31 left to play here in the opening period.
And bounce pass goes into Kayla Lopez, bring it down the floor at the top of the key, goes to the right side. Got it to Epps, whether that is Carter. And that should be a backcourt violation. Yep, it will be as Carter threw it backwards to Bailey Hollis, and the backcourt violation is called. Looks like Bussey will come back into the ball game here at the next horn. No, she's going to throw it in, and she will. Got it into Boozer. Boozer's going to drive it. Split 2 defenders. Floater is no good, and the rebound taken by Bailey Hollis for Heritage. Hollis will bring it down the floor. 8-6, they lead it over Cedartown. A pass to the right side is Kelsey Anderson. They get it back to Abercrombie. Now they go left side. It's Collins. Turned over to Cedartown. The pass was intercepted. It's going to be Pace stops in the paint, off the glass, no good. Rebound by Boozer. Her shot is blocked, and she stepped out of bounds over here, and the official didn't see it. Here come the Lady Generals down the floor. That pass was partially deflected, but it'll be taken back by Hollis, and her jumper is good from the left side. It's now 10-6. 1:35 to go here in the first period. Very good first period for the Lady Bulldogs. See if they can finish it strong. Got to get across the timeline. We finally do. We feed it over there to Boozer. Boozer runs it in a couple of defenders. She regains the handle, goes to the left side. There's a three-pointer coming up. It's no good from Cedartown's number 5, and it's going to be taken over by the Lady Generals. It'll be Bailey Hollis. They go down low in the paint. That layup is good from Tori Epps, who's back in the ballgame now, and it's now 12-6. They lead by 6.
And I tell you, Epps took it strong to the basket. This is Heritage's largest lead of the night so far.
They're playing pretty much man coverage. Barclay passes to Pace. Now they pass to the right side. It's Boozer trying to go down low, and it's going to be intercepted. The pass was a bit too high there, trying to get it to Pace, and Lopez will take it uncontested to the hoop and lay it in there. 14-6.
And in Boozer's defense, she was trying to get that pass to go over the head of a defender that was right in her face. It was just right out of the grasp there of Kendall Pace.
And we have a whistle and timeout called by Coach Green. Good to have him back out there, and we'll take it with him. It is 14-6 the lead for the Heritage Lady Generals. We'll be back after 30 seconds on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Out of the timeout, the 35.3 seconds to go. Lady Bulldogs will throw it in bounds. Kendall Pace goes to Haven Barclay on her right. Now to Boozer. Now a quick give to Bussey. Bussey tried to go over to the defender, and it's intercepted by Lopez. Lopez will take it in the paint. She'll lay it up again. Good, and the foul. Count the basket and the foul. They're going to get Haven Barclay, I believe, on the contact, and that'll be her first foul. And only the first team foul for the Lady Bulldogs in this first quarter. Only 2 fouls for the Lady Generals. Maren Barrow takes a break as Taurine Golden checks in.
Both teams playing very clean basketball right now. Lopez with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And she puts it in the air, and it's no good. It'll be rebounded by Golden. And the pass goes to
Barclay ahead. They go down wide open. There is Boozer. Her put up is good off the glass. It's now 16-8. She was left wide open.
Well, I think that's part of her stature is she just sometimes gets lost down low.
Lopez with 4 seconds. Passes right side. Abercrombie from 3. No good. And that's the end of the first quarter. Cedartown trails at 16-8. But overall, a good first period for the Lady Bulldogs, who kept it close within one basket for most of that period. We'll head to the second period after this timeout here on the Cedartown Lady Bulldogs Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
And we are back underway. The pass goes into Maren Barrow. She'll try a quick 3 from the right side. No good. The rebound will be taken by Reese Abercrombie. And she'll bring it down the far side. We're on the visitor's side. The far side is actually the score table side. Lopez will throw down to the left side to Abercrombie. Now they'll try a long 2 from the left side, well off the mark. And the rebound taken by Cedartown. The Barclay down to Pace. Pace is in the paint. She'll put up the floater. No good. Gets her own rebound. Put it back. No good. And she'll go to the free throw line for 2 as she was fouled during the shot attempts. They're going to get number 1, Reese Abercrombie, on the foul.
That's going to be her first, and of course that will be the first team foul against Heritage in this second period of play. Kendall back to the free throw line for the second time tonight, 0 for 2 so far.
Kendall's first attempt is up, and that one is good. So she's now 1 for 3.
Much better on that one.
Asia Ware is going to come into the ball game, checking in for Anna Kate Bussey. Lady Bulldogs victorious in their last game back on Saturday. It was a 41-36 win over East Paulding. Second free throw attempt is no good. The rebound will be taken by the Lady Generals. It'll be number 10, Tori Epps. Epps' pass was deflected a moment. Very dangerous. And another dangerous one. They go down low, and they go back to the outside. It's going to be Collins. Collins around, tries to go up down low. They put up the shot, no good. Rebound will be taken, and a foul's going to be called on the Lady Generals. It'll be number 10, Tori Epps, who pushed Pace, I believe, out of bounds.
And I tell you, Andrew, we got very lucky. They had number 14, Katie Koch, wide open in the corner on the backside. Heritage did, but luckily they did not see it.
Inbounds pass goes in, and now it's Boozer just outside the perimeter. They get it now to Pace. Pace to the top of the key. Now they go to Asia Ware on the left side. Ware goes to Barrow. Barrow down low, off the glass and good.
A really good give and though there by Maren Barrow, and she makes it count. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them back after this 30-second break here on the Big AA.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Heritage called the timeout after Cedartown got within 5 at 16-11 now. It's Abercrombie on the top of the key. She'll pass the left side to Carter. Carter dribbles around, got to the left side, Lopez. Lopez tries to go around the defense. She gets it out to Abercrombie again. Cedartown's defense plugging up holes, but now they're going to try a long 3, and it's good. They left her undefended.
Reese Abercrombie with a three-pointer makes it 19-11. Well, we left her undefended there on the perimeter, and she made us pay. We finally get across the timeline, does Boozer. Boozer right around the logo, the H on top of the star, and there's Barrow. Barrow's got it. She picked up the loose ball. Asia Ware now to Pace. Now they go down low to Barrow again, back outside. There's a three-pointer try, no good from Barclay, and we have a whistle and a foul called on the rebound attempt, or the trying to recover it. They're going to get Asia Ware on the foul. That'll be her first. Team first here in the second period.
Again, though, Cedartown playing clean basketball so far. Only 2 Lady Dogs with fouls, Ware being the second when Haven Barclay picked up one back in the first.
Top of the key, it's Lopez. She'll go to the right, got it to Reese Abercrombie. Now driving from the left side, stop, layup, no good, foul call. I think they might have got Ware again.
Now they're going to get Kendall Pace on it, looks like. Pace, Ware, and Maren Barrow all kind of collapsed down on the offensive player there. She was coming in from the baseline.
This is Macy Collins at the free throw line. She misses her first free throw. No good on that one. She accounted for 6 of the first points for the Lady Generals in the first quarter. Second free throw attempt is going to roll around and go in. It's good. 20-11, a 9-point lead for them. Pass was partially deflected. Barrow gets the loose ball. Now Barclay. Barclay's got to throw it. She'll get it now to Barrow. Barrow will cross the timeline just in time. They go to Pace. Pace tried to get it down low. Kicked out of bounds by Heritage. Cedartown will have the ball back. 23 on the 35-second clock.
Looked like the Generals thought that should have been off of Asia Ware, but instead it is called off of Lopez. So Ware will handle the inbounds pass duties, and Cedartown will get the ball back.
In fact, the official indicated the kick was the call. Inbounds pass goes into Boozer. Now top of the key is Barclay. Barclay now to Barrow. Barrow left side to Pace. Pace nowhere to go with it. Has to go to the top of the key. Boozer now back to Pace again on the left. Shot clock at 22. I think the shot clock might not have reset or something, and the pass is stolen. Oh, and then Barrow just runs into her like a football player. I think Barrow might have been running and without looking, and they're going to call Maren Barrow with the obvious foul. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that.
I have. Saturday. Didn't get called.
Oh, yes. That.
But Maren Barrow, I think she just got her eyes in the wrong spot, and she just ran over Lopez.
I mean, that was an Eli Barrow tackle.
That was.
Hope Eli's doing good, her older brother. They go down low, back to the outside. Collins will check a three from the right. No good. Tipped and rebounded, taken there by number 12. That's Bailey Hollis. They kick it back to the outside to Lopez, and now they go down low again for another layup. That's no good. Cedartown with a rebound. It's going to be tipped ahead, and Pace going to pick up the ball after it was tipped by a Heritage player. Kendall Pace, the senior, top of the key. Backs up. She'll pass right side. Kinsley Boozer. Boozer had it ripped right out of her hands by guess who? Number 12, Bailey Hollis. Hollis going to take it to the hoop. No good. Rebound taken by Abercrombie. Her shot is no good, and the rebound taken by Boozer. See if Boozer can get down the floor unscathed this time. She'll set up the top of the key. She'll pass to her teammate, Pace, on the left. Now Pace looking to do something. She'll throw it there. There's Asia Ware with a shot, no good. And we got a whistle. Should have been a jump ball. The putback, though, will be no good there from Pace. Going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady General. Cedartown ball. A lot happening in that series.
Asia Ware was moving a little too quick, I think, to try to get into the position to make a shot, and then when she did, her momentum was carrying her too far out of bounds, so she kind of threw up a wild shot off the glass. Still almost got it to go, and then got her on rebound. And then, of course, that's when it all kind of let loose, and the ball went out of bounds off of Heritage, and quickly, that is a quick 5-second, and that's just a turnover that at this point in the season, you can't have those anymore.
Yeah, once again, Bussey committed the first one. That was Asia Ware, who took too long to send it inbounds. Reese Abercrombie at the top. She'll pass to the left side. It's Bailey Hollis, and they try to go underneath the basket. They do get it, and the layup is good. 3 defenders around her. Macy Collins again. 22-11 the score with 4:08 to play. Barclay almost threw a backcourt violation, but Barclay gets it back for the Lady Bulldogs. It's now Pace with it. Pace tries to get around a defender, backs off, can't shake her. She'll have to pass now to Barrow. Now back to Barclay again. To the right side is Asia Ware, and Asia Ware's pass is intercepted by Collins. Macy Collins to the paint. She'll lay it up. It is no good. Rebound by Cedartown. Rebound is by Cedartown, and we have a foul called on the reach in there. They're going to get Bailey Hollis as Kendall Pace was going down the floor.
That's going to be Hollis' second. Only the team foul 3 for Heritage. So both teams now with 3 team fouls with 3:38 left to play here in the first half. 22-11 is your score. Lady Dogs trail by 11.
Inbounds pass goes in to Kinsley Boozer, the freshman. Kinsley will go down to Taryn Golden on the right side. Golden looking. She'll have to pass it quickly. They're going to call 5 seconds on her. And she finally gets the pass on the floor, and it's going to be turned over to Heritage. Just nobody was open. Reese Abercrombie, their defense tightening up here in this second period. Abercrombie's pass, she got it right back. Now goes to the right side. That's Collins. Collins now the give to Kelly Boehm. And Boehm's pass is going to be out of bounds. She threw it to nobody.
Cedartown's defense there forces a turnover.
I think she tried to get it to Abercrombie on the left end, but Abercrombie was nowhere near where the ball ended up.
Now you got to go down and turn it into points.
Inbounds pass goes into Kendall Pace. Pace will pass to the right side. Got it to Boozer. Boozer on the perimeter, still looking. Passes to Asia Ware. The man coverage is tough for the Lady Bulldogs to overcome right now. Kendall Pace looks, still looking. 5 seconds on Pace. It's going to turn over to the Heritage Generals.
We're taking way too long to make these decisions, and I don't know what the thought process there is. I'd love to get into the minds there and to see what's going on, because when you know that you've got to have that internal clock ticking, and when you're standing there holding the ball, you got to understand you only have 5 seconds. And if you can't find somebody that's open, then step back and put the ball on the floor and dribble it and move it around a little bit.
Kendall Pace goes out of the ball game as Haven Barclay's back in. Intercepted pass there by Boozer. Boozer's going to take it to the paint. She lays off a defender and lays it in uncontested.
What a nice little stop there by Kinsley Boozer. That allowed the defender to just keep going by her. That way she could take an uncontested shot. 22-13 your score.
A lob down to Collins, but it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be a gift for Cedartown right there. They try to lob it to a wide open Collins. And the Lady Bulldogs will take it, and it goes to Haven Barclay.
Heritage is backed off of the full court press, Andrew. They'll pick her up at half court.
Pass to Golden on the left side. Golden looking for somebody open. Still looking. They're going to lob it down low, and it's going to be taken over by the Generals. And again, this man coverage, we're not able to do anything with it. Going to go down low. The layup is going to be no good, and the rebound taken by Taryn Golden for Cedartown. Her first board of the day, and then they'll give it now to Haven Barclay. Lopez guarding Barclay. She'll pass. Try to get it to Taryn Golden, and loose ball picked up. It'll be a turnover as they take it the distance, but it's no good. The rebound by Barclay. Barclay going to try to use her speed, and they're going to call a whistle and a foul on Kayla Lopez as she reached in to try to steal it away.
Heads up play there by Haven just to kind of put her head down and drive ahead. That would draw the foul on Lopez. That's going to be her first. That will be the 4th team foul against Heritage, and it comes with 1:40 left to play. Golden checks out, and it looks like
the Pace is back in.
They put Asia Ware back in. Or did they put Pace back in and Ware's already? Okay.
Yeah, Pace is back in. The Barclay came in for Pace a moment ago. Barrow to Boozer on the perimeter. Boozer passes now to Barrow. Barrow will check a quick shot. No good. The rebound will be taken by Lopez. They go ahead, way ahead there. The layup is going to be no good from number 15, Kelly Boehm. She was wide open. And it's going to be Pace who has it down the floor as she gets the rebound. Now they go to Pace, now to Asia Ware. On the left side, Ware's got to throw it. She'll get it now to Boozer. 1:03 to play. The pass now to Barrow. Now outside Ware from 3. It is no good. Rebound will be taken by them. It'll be number 10, Tori Epps. They go way ahead. Again, another throw that was well out of reach, and it goes out of bounds, Cedartown ball.
I'll say this, a lot of times when you see a team making mistakes offensively, it's because the other team is playing really good defense. We've played good defense in certain situations, but Heritage has also made a lot of unforced errors and turnovers offensively, and that's kind of kept this ball game as close as it is, with it only being 22-13. Had they connected on a lot more of those mistakes, this one would be wide open.
It's going to be Boozer at the top of the key. It's Bussey, who's back in there now. Bussey's got to pass it. She'll give it now to Barrow. Barrow now left side, got it to Boozer, now back to Bussey again. Bussey, feed, it's going to be intercepted there by Lopez, and she'll take it uncontested for the layup. 24-13, 28 seconds left to go. And another just pass that was stolen, and the inbounds pass goes into Barclay. We're just going to have to force them to foul us on some of these man coverages because it's just they're killing us right now on that. Or at least try to fade back from it or use our speed to outrun it. There's another steal. It's going to be taken by Collins. Collins has to dance around the out-of-bounds line, but she was out of bounds and came back in.
Yep, she touched it, went out of bounds, and she was the first player to touch it when she came back in bounds. So that's an automatic turnover. It's kind of like in football. If you are not forced out of bounds and you go out and then come back in, you can't be the first person, or the next person, I should say, to touch the ball. It's got to go to somebody else.
7.5 to go here in the half, and the bounce pass goes into Barclay. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. Ahead to Barclay. Barclay driving, floater off the glass, no good. That's the quarter. That's the half. Lady Bulldogs trail the Heritage Lady Generals 24-13 is the score here from Heritage High School in Ringgold, Georgia. Our longest road trip of the season of the region schedule, I should say. Gordon Lee a little bit farther away than Heritage is. We'll take this 2-minute break and come back with our halftime statistics. Sam Branch is feverishly adding those up over there, and we'll be back after this 2-minute break here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back. Your score at the half is Heritage Lady Generals 24 and the Cedartown Lady Bulldogs 13. Lady Bulldogs have played fairly well today, taking advantage of a lot of the mistakes that Heritage has made. And I think that's really kind of the storyline of this ball game so far. You know, the Lady Bulldogs are playing decent, but Heritage, I don't think, is playing up to their potential right now, and I think that's why this ball game is a lot closer than maybe it could be.
It is. We said, before the break that a lot of times when you see a team offensively that's making a lot of mistakes, especially a team that's coming into tonight's game with a record of 11-4, you expect those mistakes to be forced by the defense. However, that's just not been the case tonight. There have been some mistakes that our defense has forced Heritage into making. However, a lot of them have been self-inflicted.
Right.
And it would be a different ball game. However, Cedartown's defense held Heritage to just 8 points in that second period of play. They only outscored Cedartown by 3. So you have a positive in the sense that you held them to only 8 points, but you have the negative, and we were only to muster 5 points in that entire second period of play. The leading scorer so far for our Lady Dogs is Kinsley Boozer. She has 10 points on the night. She is 5 for 9 from the floor. She also has 4 rebounds. Marion Barrow with 2 points, and Kendall Pace, she's got a single point from the free throw line, but she does lead in rebounding for the team, 6. Cedartown's also out rebounding Heritage by quite a bit. Cedartown with 19 boards on the night so far, and that is in comparison to Heritage, who has 10 points, 6 defensive rebounds, and 4 offensive rebounds for Heritage. Cedartown with 14 defensive rebounds, and it's just because Heritage is able to get off a lot more shots so far than Cedartown has. But it is 24-13, so this one is still well within range, but you have to come out in this second half, and I think you have to have a good third period of play. You know, there are 2 opportunities when you can really kind of reset the momentum. That's when the game starts, obviously, and that's coming right out of the locker room, and it's when you come out from halftime.
Yep.
So the Lady Dogs have an opportunity to, even though there really is no momentum either way, I don't feel like Cedartown can come out and have a couple of strong possessions offensively, maybe get a couple of turnovers again by Heritage and swing that momentum in their favor. If you continue to see Heritage make those offensive mistakes and we don't capitalize, then that's not going to happen. We're not going to have any type of momentum. We're not going to have a chance to make this ball game competitive. But Cedartown just has to capitalize and, of course, continue to battle something that they have battled all season long and going even back into last season, and that's the ability to break that full court press.
You know, those are all very good points, and I'm glad you mentioned, the momentum part of the ball game, because really neither team has been able to capture that at all.
I don't think so either, and that's rare to see throughout an entire half. Neither team really going up and grabbing that momentum and swinging it their direction and forcing something.
So really, that part of the ball game to me is up for grabs. And like what you said, Sam, if the Lady Bulldogs can come out strong to start out the second half, they've got a chance to swing the momentum their way. And we all know how big momentum plays a factor in basketball. I would say in any sport, momentum in basketball is probably one of the most vital parts of the ball game. I mean, once you get on a roll, things start to happen and
it's because it's possession after possession
that's
after
right.
possession. I mean, it's just
constant action.
It is. It's continuous.
Yeah, that's right. Well, don't forget, after this ball game is over, we've got the boys matchup. The boys with a heartbreaking loss Saturday in overtime to the East Paulding Raiders. That was a tough ball game. Looking forward to maybe bouncing back. The Cedartown Bulldogs looking for that win as well in region play. Cedartown boys also 0-1 in region play with a loss last weekend to the Northwest Woodfield Bruins. But both boys teams here will be looking for wins as well. Both the Lady Bulldogs, by the way, are out of the locker room already. They're just talking over there on the bench with over 3 minutes left here before we start the second half. But I feel like the Lady Bulldogs, if they can shake that man coverage in the press, and again, it's been something we've talked about, sound like a broken record every now and then. Heritage, they've apparently watched the tape on us. They know that the full court press and the man coverage is our weak spot, and that's exactly what they've been able to exploit today. Although they've made their own mistakes. They've thrown the ball away. They've had some needless turnovers as well, and that's why this ball game is close like it is. So we'll see if it continues that way, if the Lady Bulldogs can get an edge here. When we come back after this 2-minute break, the score at the halftime is Heritage 24 and Cedartown 13 in the girls' varsity ball game here from Heritage High School in Ringgold, Georgia. Back after this 2-minute break with the start of the second half on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Make Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dawgs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
And we welcome you back to Cedartown High School basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA. We're audio. Thank you, Buzzer. We're audio only tonight, radio only.
But I'll tell you what.
Facebook Live and YouTube for our audio stream, though.
They heard that buzzer at the Chattanooga Airport.
They sure did.
Golly,
they sure did.
It's
still, my ears are still ringing.
Oh, my.
24-13, the Lady Bulldogs trail the Lady Generals. Coach Green still talking to his girls over there. Good to have Coach Green back after the two-game suspension he was forced to serve. Undeservingly so, I might add.
Absolutely. I could not agree with you more.
Heritage will have the ball to start the second, and it goes into Lopez. Lopez goes to Abercrombie. I say the second half. Abercrombie drives. They put off the legs, and we have a whistle jump ball. Possession to Cedartown. That's the first jump ball, I think, tonight.
And I tell you what, a good hustle there by Anna Kate Bussey to get on the floor with it and go after it. That forces the turnover, and now you go down and you turn it into points.
Haven Barclay will bring it down the floor, working from right to left this time. Passes to Barrow, and Barrow back to Barclay, but it's going to be ripped out of her hands there by Collins. And that one's going to be down there. They're going to call a foul, and I think a late call of the foul there on, it'll be on Haven Barclay on that reach-in. She tried to reach in and did knock the ball away, but too much contact on the hand. First team foul, and I believe that's her second. And the inbounds pass, Hollis looking for somebody open, and she'll feed it in there to Lopez. Lopez top of the key. Just gets around a screen, passes to Collins, back to Lopez on the left side. Lopez lobs one on the other side to Abercrombie from three off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound by Pace. Quick rebound. She'll take it down the floor, trying to beat everybody down there. Tried to pass backwards, though, and it's going to be taken over by Lopez. Lopez has taken away a lot of Cedartown's possessions today, but the layup is no good from Abercrombie, but the second layup goes up and in from Macy Collins. Makes the score 26-13.
Haven was left all on her own underneath. She defended that as well as she could, Andrew.
Bussey now low. There's a shot up, no good there from Barrow, and the rebound will be taken by the Lady Generals, Bailey Hollis. They go down the floor to Collins. Collins in the paint, lay it up and good.
I will say the good hustle, though, by Marion Barrow to get down there and at least make that shot uncontested.
Remember that momentum we were talking about?
I should say, yeah. There it goes.
It's going the way of the other team right now. And now we got a timeout called by Coach Green. That's a good timeout. We were about to be out of the 10 seconds there, the 10-second window. We'll take a 60-second break. Back after this word on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748 888-4842 to learn more about Steel in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Lady Bulldogs got the inbounds pass in. There's 8 seconds on the shot clock, top of the key. It's Pace. They get it now to Boozer. We got to shoot it. We got 3 seconds left, but now we're not going to have a chance as it turned over to Collins. Macy Collins takes it the other way, lays it up. No good. Rebound by Pace. Pace going to take it now. Got to beat that press. Pace takes it to the paint, feeds down low. There's Barrow. Barrow, nowhere to go with it, and no foul call on the block. And it'll be Collins who will bring it down the floor. Collins feeds to down low. It's going to be out of bounds and back to Cedartown. So again, Sam, same thing that we've seen. We've been given opportunities, and then they turn the ball over. And now Cedartown has a chance to maybe do something.
And let me tell you, and I mean this in a very positive manner, but Marion Barrow's got to get mean down on that baseline.
Got to get mean.
She has got to use her body and move that defender out of the way.
She's so sweet.
I know,
but she's got to be mean.
I need her to be a little bit mean.
Intercepted pass there. Reese Abercrombie takes it, puts up the shot, and the foul.
And I need Anna Kate Bussey maybe to not be as mean.
Yeah. Bussey picks up the foul.
Hey, but that's only Bussey's first, and we're into the second half, and that's only Anna Kate Bussey's first foul. I'll take it all day long. I'll take it. Abercrombie
made the shot and the foul, so she's got the and one coming at the free throw line. It's up, and it is good. Score now 32-13. Check that 31-13. Lady Bulldogs get the inbounds pass in. Bussey. Now they go to Charlie Todd, who checked in for Barrow. Now Pace. Outside they go. Shot is up and no good. Trying to get the long ball there. They're going to go ahead to Abercrombie, who is wide open. It's up and in, and now Coach Green calls another timeout. He'll take a full one. It's 33-13. They lead by 25-28 to go. Let's take this 30-second break, and we'll be back after this.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
And we welcome you back to Cedartown High School basketball, the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA, into the timeout. I thought a good timeout, too. We've already used 2 timeouts in this half, and we're just underway here in a few minutes, but I feel like
I'm okay with both. I'm okay with both timeouts.
Yeah, both
being
needed to be.
there.
One saved a possession. The other one.
The other one might have saved
a momentum changer.
And Cedartown struggling here coming out in this second half. Heritage already with 9 points in this third period. Cedartown still looking for their first basket of the second half, and we need it here.
Bussey goes into Boozer. Boozer gets double teamed quickly, and now and again they try to throw it to the side, and they don't try to throw it down the floor.
I don't understand.
And it goes out of bounds.
I don't understand why we're not just pushing it up the floor, and why we're trying to pass it 15 times before we pass go. Push it up the floor.
And I don't know if that's the call from the coach or if it's just something that's that they're doing on their own. I'm not sure if they get overwhelmed by the press or what. But that's what's going on. Lopez going to drive it.
Good ball screen.
Yeah, got it down low, but it's up and no good. And Pace almost stepped out of bounds. Pace is driving. They're going to pass down. There's Barclay from 3. That's no good. Rebound by Boozer. Boozer takes it. She'll have to spin around. Now Boozer attacks. The floater from the right side is no good. The rebound will be taken by number 5, Lopez. And Charlie Todd playing some tough defense on her, but she gets free of it. Now they go down low. That was out of bounds. But they don't call it. Lopez back to the outside. She's got it on the perimeter. Now she'll drive. Bounce one down low. Up and no good. And a foul will be called. I think they're going to get. We shall see.
Well, they're going to get Anna Kate Bussey.
Yep.
And both Bussey and Pace were late moving over to try to cover the open player, which drew the foul, and that it will send number 10, Tori Epps, to the free throw line. This is her first trip tonight, and she hits on the first.
34-13. That was Bussey's second personal foul, third for the Lady Bulldogs here in this half. None for the Generals so far. So right now you've got Barclay, Pace, Boozer, Ware, and Todd out there. The second free throw is good. She makes both of them. Inbounds pass goes in to Boozer. Boozer go backwards. Now they go to Barclay. Barclay, back again they go. Now they go across the timeline to down low. They got it to Asia Ware, who was wide open down low, but it was a deflected pass that got to her.
That was the best accident that's happened all night.
Absolutely. That one is going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Cedartown on a deflection.
Yeah, it went right through Epps' arms, and I think it might have just grazed Asia Ware on the way out of bounds. But Heritage will get it back underneath their own basket.
Asia Ware is such a valuable piece to have off the bench for this Lady Bulldogs team. As we mentioned before, a starter last year.
So is Charlie Todd. That one's short.
Three is no good, and Pace gets the rebound. They go ahead. Got it to down low. There's Barclay. Barclay in the paint. Put it up, and it's good off the glass.
And let me say this. I love that decision by Haven to drive the ball. She has shot several perimeter shots that have not gone. This time she put her head down, she drove the ball, and she got the easy little floater to go.
Cameron Carter had it given out to Macy Collins. They go to their own reliable. It's up and no good. And she hit the floor hard. Now Pace has one. She's going to take it all the way. She'll stop. She'll put up the shot. It is good, but they're going to call her on the travel. And you can thank the defender coming up from behind her that made her stop, and then she took the step and shot it.
She tried to do exactly what Kinsley Boozer did on this end in the first half, and that's just put the brakes on, let the defender go by, and then lay it up. Problem is, she took that extra step.
She did. She had the shot, too, and they wave it off. Lopez, top of the key. Left side pass to Hollis. Now they go Collins. Collins drives it. Now they're going to call a foul there on Charlie Todd.
Yeah, Todd she was still moving her feet, sliding with her instead of just maintaining that position and holding down that baseline. So Todd's going to pick up the foul. That is going to be her first.
That was on the floor. No shooting penalty. That should be the fourth.
I was going to say, I've got 4 team fouls, though, for Cedartown.
They haven't put it on the board yet here. Collins will put up the shot. That was blocked there by Todd, but the putback is going to be good on the rebound there from number 10, Tori Epps. And they steal the inbounds pass immediately, and there's Collins to put it up, but it's no good. Now we got a whistle and a foul. I believe they're going to get Barclay this time.
And it looks like it. They're going to get Haven, and that is going to be her third. And that will be the 5th team foul against this Lady Dog squad. So Heritage is going to shoot free throws from this point forward. 3:17 left in the third period. The Generals back to a 20-point lead, 37-17, trying to add on to it here. We've got, looks like, at least one sub coming in. First free throw attempt is up, and it is good from Carter.
Kinsley Boozer's going to check in for Haven Barclay, who's got 3 fouls on the evening.
You might see Haven ride the bench for the rest of this third period.
And that's a shame because her presence will be missed, I'm sure. That's up and no good. The rebound by Pace. They go ahead now to Taring Golden. Golden across the timeline. They throw it down the floor. Got it to Boozer. Boozer's shot is blocked. They're going to call a foul. And that's, Sam, exactly what you need to do. Attack the hoop.
Thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what she needs to do. Tinsley is really good to get that little 2, 3, 4-foot floater to go anyways. She attacked the hoop on the baseline. She drew the foul.
Foul number 12, Bailey Hollis, her third. To the line goes Kinsley Boozer, the freshman, with a chance to get some points back. First free throw up, no good off the back of the rim.
We haven't had many trips to the free throw line tonight, and unfortunately, we haven't cashed in on those opportunities. Kinsley could get us back to a 20-point game with this made free throw.
Second one up and no good, and the rebound taken by Charlie Todd. Had a hand on it, but it's going to be taken back over. Boozer gets it back now. Pace goes down low to Ware, and Ware puts it up and in. How about 2 points there?
And again, that's Ware coming off of the bench, getting you some sub points and minutes.
Collins drives it, goes back outside Abercrombie, now goes to Lopez. That pass is tipped out of bounds there by Asia Ware. good defense there to knock it away and force an inbounds pass.
I've also been really impressed with Charlie Todd's growth from last year to this year. She is much improved and is once again a vital asset and a really good weapon for the Lady Dogs coming off of the bench. You'll see her starting.
Charlie Todd and Taryn Golden played a JV game right before this one. So this is a game and a half for them. Abercrombie to Lopez, top of the key. There's 17 on the shot clock. Lopez goes around 2 defenders, feeds it left side. Layup is good.
We just left the backside open.
Tori Epps, the backside layup makes it a 40-19 game. Ware goes down the floor. Pass was intercepted, trying to get it to Taryn Golden.
But I like the thought process of that. We didn't execute it exactly like we needed to, but I like the thought process.
Epps passes to the left side, got it to Lopez. Lopez going to dribble around, and Lopez, I think, is going to they're going to call a foul on Cedartown.
Yeah, it's going to be on number 14, Charlie Todd. That's going to be her second. And once again, that will send Heritage back to the free throw line. That's the problem once you get up in here to bonus territory. Now, they changed it this year, and as soon as you hit bonus territory, you get to shoot 2 instead of the old 1-and-1. So that's going to send Kayla Lopez to the free throw line for the second time tonight.
First one was no good. And it looks like Maren Barrow is going to come back into the game. Charlie Todd will take a breather on the bench with 2:07 to play here in the third.
Lopez now 0 for 2 from the charity stripe.
Second attempt is up, and that one is good. 42 now to 19. 41-19, beg your pardon. And Asia Ware will look to Barrow. Barrow now to Golden. They go across the timeline. They'll be out of bounds. Oh, it's off of pace.
One thing that we got to do,
it's not off the pace.
And I was hoping that we would do better about it this year. We got to start coming to those passes a little bit. That's why we get so many that are just picked off.
Ware goes into Boozer, now to Taryn Golden. 1:57 to play. Now Barrow. Barrow tried to throw it down, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Carter tipped it away. Oh, Skeet in the house.
Skeet's always in the house.
He's always in the house. And it goes to Barrow, now to Ware. Ware almost lost the handle, but she regains the hand.
She was walking the tightrope over there.
Golden now on the perimeter. Now back to Barrow on the top of the key. Left side to Pace. 8 on the shot clock. They go down low, back outside Golden. Golden drives. Puts up the shot off the glass and good. Good shot.
Yeah, she also did that with a little just kind of move to get the defender off of her, so it's back to a 20-point game, 41-21, wide open.
Wide open is Carter. Nobody was covering her, and she puts it up and in as Camden Carter, and they respond 43-21. 1:17 to play. It's Barrow. Barrow goes backwards to Pace. Pace now goes to Ware. Ware got it to Golden, left side baseline. No good. Rebound will be taken by Carter. Carter's going to bring it down the near side. Across the timeline with 4 here in the third. To Collins, they go down low. Shot no good from Epps. The foul called on Cedartown. I think they're going to get Kinsley Boozer.
They're either going to get Asia for it. It was either going to be Kinsley or Asia because both of them were right there. And honestly, I feel like that you could have called it on either one, but they get Asia Ware. That's going to be her second.
And that's probably, I think, the 8th foul on Cedartown. And
I've got 7.
7.
That's going to send Epps to the free throw line. She misses on her first one. She is now 2 for 3.
Emma Tanner will check into the ball game for Macy Collins. So she'll get a much-deserved rest. Second free throw is good. 44-21, a minute to play the third. Inbounds pass goes into Kendall Pace. And Pace will bring it down the floor slowly. Pace goes to the right side, got it to Golden. Now to the right. Corner, back they go to Boozer. Now it's going to be Bussey. Bussey to Pace. Pace is guarded. She'll have to pass Boozer. 15 on the shot clock. Now to Barrow, left side Golden. Golden fakes, now goes to the outside. Back to Boozer again. 8 on the shot clock. There goes Boozer. Floater is good. Oh, it gets stuck on the rim, between the rim and the glass, and that's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to go to Heritage. They're going to have to get somebody to launch that thing loose.
Now they've got to wait for somebody that's tall enough that can dislodge it, but instead they're going to get a volleyball, it looks like, maybe from the stands, and we'll see if we can't get this back to go.
There we go. It's good.
It's good.
No,
it's good.
No, it's not.
It's in the hole. The younger generation will not get that reference. I'm glad that we get those references.
28 seconds as they'll get the inbounds pass into. They got some wholesale changes. Georgia Gracie, the shot clock was
it
malfunctioning.
Never reset.
And that's up and good, but it didn't matter anyway because it was less than 30 seconds. 46-21 now, 13 seconds to go in the third. Haven Barclay will bring it down the floor at the top of the key. Barclay's pass stolen. It's going to be Carter who takes it all the way up and in. 48-21, and that'll be it for the third period. The score is 48-21 at the end of the third. The Lady Bulldogs, too little, too late. We head now to the fourth period, and we'll be back after 60 seconds on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Lady Bulldogs have the inbounds pass as the Lady Generals a little late to get out of the huddle.
Hey, we're ready.
Hey, let's do it.
We're ready. Let's go to work. Cedartown was outscored by Heritage in that third period of play, 24-8. All the momentum right in the Generals' back pocket.
We're going to get it in quick. We finally do get it into Pace, and we're underway. Got it to Barclay, now to Boozer, top of the key. Now Pace on the left side, and now they go to Barrow. Barrow lost the handle. Barclay able to save it, but it's going to be turned over on the loose ball. Abercrombie pauses, puts up the shot. The jumper no good, rebound by Pace. And Pace gets called for the travel as she was leaning forward. That's a tough call right there.
There's an expression, when it rains, it pours.
Yes, I thought that exactly. I thought I'd not say it just because we've had all the rain, today.
Yep.
Carter goes to Abercrombie on the perimeter. Now back to the center is Carter. To the left they go. This is Gracie. Gracie and it back to Abercrombie again. Now to Carter. Carter going to drive it. She'll pass. Macy Collins back out there. Carter goes to number 4, Emma Tanner. And now they go down low in the paint. Shot blocks and a foul call. Georgia Gracie was going to try to put that up, and the foul is going to be called on Maren Barrow. Her second foul and the first team foul of the period for Cedartown. First free throw up, and it's going to be good. Good from Georgia Gracie, a 5'6" freshman.
Oh, she's taller than me. Doesn't take much, though. About 5'4" 3/4 will get you there.
Second free throw is up. It is no good. Rebound, jump ball. That's going to stay with Heritage. No, they point the other way.
It should be Heritage basketball.
Unless they called a lane violation.
No, he called a jump ball. It should be Heritage. There we go.
Yeah,
they got it right. They corrected it. Cedartown had it to open, and so that's the first jump ball that we have. So it should be Heritage basketball, and it is with 7:14 left.
The arrow was pointing in the right direction. They just the officials did.
Hey, it happens.
It happens. It happens. Collins has it top of the key. She's going to pass to Abercrombie on her left. Still outside the perimeter now to Lopez, who's back in there now. Now Carter at the top. Left side, Collins. Collins fakes, now drives. Goes under the basket. Turned over to Cedartown. Ripped right out of her hands there by Haven Barclay. Barclay crossing the timeline. Goes ahead. Boozer. Boozer stops. Lays it up good. First points of the fourth period for Cedartown goes to Boozer.
And
49-23.
that's nice to see, points in transition like that.
Collins will go. She'll put up a shot, no good, and a foul will be called, a hard one.
Asia was trying to get over and make a good block up against Collins, but a little too late. And so that will send Collins to the free throw line. This is going to be her second trip of the night. She is 1 for 2 so far. That is going to be Asia's third foul of the night. First free throw attempt is up, and it is good from Collins, and they hit the
century mark.
The half century
mark.
50-23.
Yeah, I hope we don't get to the century mark tonight. Unless the boys, Cedartown boys, score 100. That second one is good. 51-23. And Pace is going to lob that in there. Going to get it to Boozer. Boozer trying to outrun down the floor. It's going to be forced out of bounds by Heritage. But again, I like that. You throw that ahead of everybody and try to get down there to get to it. And
you put your person up against their person and let speed win.
Pace gets the inbounds pass from Barclay. Barclay gets the pass right back. Now they go to Boozer, top of the key. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Pass down to Taurine Golden, who gets fouled.
Yes, she does. I believe are they going to get Lopez for it?
Carter.
No. Carter.
It's going to be
away from the ball.
Camden Carter.
Carter was covering Kendall Pace, and that's where the foul was called. But we'll take it. That's going to be her first. Team first.
And it goes to Pace, now left side. They go Barrow. Barrow back outside, and it's going to be Solon. Try to get it to Pace, and it's just a bad pass. That one's loose, and now we get it back. But a foul is going to be called away from the... It's going to be Carter again with a foul. And again, that was away from the ball. And we're lucky because we would have had
a potential
travel call after we turned the ball over.
That's going to be Carter's second. Team foul number 2 for Heritage.
Carter's out. Epps is back in. Boozer gets the inbounds pass. She's at the top of the key. She'll pass to Kendall Pace, the senior. Pace going to have to dribble around the defender, and she'll pass now to Barclay. Back to Pace. Pace tries to get it down low, and it's going to be Boozer who picks up the loose ball, and now it's going to be tipped and stolen there as number 12, Bailey Hollis, will go, and she'll put up the shot, and Hollis got fouled hard by Haven Barclay.
That was just a love tap.
That'll be the fourth foul on Barclay if it's on her. Third team foul for the Lady Bulldogs in the final frame of play. 51-23, a chance for Heritage to extend this lead.
Hollis to the free throw line for the first time tonight. She's accounted for 2 of Heritage's points, and now 3 as her first free throw attempt is up, and it is good. 52-23, Asia Ware will come in for Haven. We'll see how long Haven has to ride the bench.
Probably not that long.
Give her a good little minute and a half break, and then put her right back in, let her go back to work. Second free throw attempt is up, and it is good, and it is now a 30-point lead, 53-23. The Heritage Lady Generals lead the Cedartown Lady Dogs here at Heritage High School.
This is a young Heritage team, just like we are. Asia Ware had it ripped away, and it's going to be out of bounds and touched last by the Lady Generals. These names that we've been called tonight, Abercrombie, Lopez, Epps, Hollis, Collins, all underclassmen. Inbounds pass Taurine Golden. Golden going to have to flip it down low. The shot is going to be up and good there as Maren Barrow used her height to just get above everybody and put it in there.
And give Golden credit for that nice little flip as they take it down. Heritage does on the other end, and Hollis scores.
Inbounds pass goes into Kinsley Boozer, who crosses the timeline with 5:20 to play in the ball game. She'll spin around, lost the handle, and Pace get it to Golden on the left side. Back out they go. Boozer, now they go to Asia Ware. Feed now to Kendall Pace, the senior, who will dribble it around. 15 on the shot clock. Now Boozer has the pass. And again, the man coverage, they're not doing zone, they're doing man coverage, and we have struggled all day long with that. 5 seconds on the shot clock, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Floater up and no good off the rim. It'll be rebounded by them. It'll be number 23, Macy Collins, who gets the board. Macy will take it. They'll go back outside. Now they're going to lob one over here. Wide open. Lopez from 3, and she drains it. The tray is good. 58-25.
That's the second one from beyond the arc for Heritage tonight.
Wholesale changes coming for the Lady Bulldogs. Going to sub out 5 at the next stoppage of play. And a steal and a rebound and a taken over. Collins goes ahead. It's up and good from Epps. Whistle and a timeout's going to be called. Looks like coach for Heritage calls time. We'll take it with them. It'll be a 30-second break. 60-25 the lead with 4:14 as Heritage well on their way to their second regional win.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Heritage calls the timeout, I think, to maybe change personnel again. Looks like we're going to sub out our 5. We're going to keep some of them in there. Looks like Haven Barclay is going to come back in, and Kate Bussey will be back in there. But Charlie Todd and Martfeld's going to be out there, and also Zali Rodriguez. Inbounds pass to go into Haven Barclay. Haven has 4 fouls. 4:10 to play. She'll bring it down the floor. She's going to pass now to Charlie Todd on the left. Now they go to Barclay down low. Barclay looking, dribbles around. Gives now to Martfeld. Martfeld back outside Rodriguez. Now it's going to be Barclay again. Barclay goes left side. Now they go back to Barclay again. The give now to Bussey. Bussey trying to drive it. Lost the handle. Turnover. But now a foul's going to be called. They're going to get a push on number 55. That's Charisma Graham. Again, all these new names. Inbounds pass goes in. A 3-pointer from straight away. No good. It'll be out of bounds. Cedartown will turn it over as Haven Barclay attempted the 3 from straight on. And the inbounds pass goes into Georgia Gracie. We have seen her some today. Now to Charisma Graham, number 55. That's the highest number you can have in basketball. There's a jumper, no good, from number 4, Emma Tanner. The rebound taken by Graham. Now they go back outside from 2. No good. Rebound by Barclay. Barclay's going to break away from that coverage. They go ahead to Zali Rodriguez in the paint. She'll stop. Put up the shot. It was blocked. And loose ball will be picked up there by them, and Rodriguez is slow to get up. That layup is going to be no good. Rebound will be taken off of Heritage, out of bounds, Cedartown ball.
Emma Tanner was there for Heritage to try to get the rebound, and she just could not corral it as it goes out of bounds. Tarian Golden is going to check in for Haven Barclay. So 4 of the 5 that are on the floor right now for the Lady Dogs were playing in that JV game earlier tonight.
And I would imagine a lot of the players, that's tipped away and out of bounds by Heritage. And I imagine a lot of the Heritage players on the floor now played in the final moments of that JV game right before this one too. So it's almost like JV Part 2. Tarian Golden looking for somebody open. They give it into Rodriguez. Rodriguez. She is little, but she is fast and she is tough. She's got to throw it, do something with it. 5 seconds will be called, and it will be a foul.
Wow.
They're going to get number 2, Georgia Gracie, on the foul. Looks like she got a little too close. Asia Ware is going to come into the ballgame now. She'll check in for Rodriguez.
Problem with Rodriguez is because she's so much smaller than everybody else, if she gets stuck in no man's land out there, somebody's got to come help her.
Charlie Todd goes to Asia Ware. The floater, no good. She gets fouled. They'll send Asia Ware to the free throw line. And they got Georgia Gracie, number 2.
That's going to be her second one quickly. 5th team foul on Heritage, so Cedartown will shoot from here on out as Asia Ware goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First one on the way from Ware is up and good. Hit off the front of the rim, but we got a good bounce and rolls in home, so the score now goes to 60-26 on the made free throw.
Asia dribbles about 6 times. Her second free throw is also good. Makes the score 27-60. Down the floor quickly. They go top of the key. It's Graham. Graham to Dills, who's in the ball game. That's Addie Dills. We haven't called her name yet today. Katie Koch, one of the only seniors on this team. Now they go back to Graham. Graham dribbles. She'll pass, try to get it over there to number 4, Emma Tanner, out of bounds. Also, Charisma Graham is one of only, looks like, 3 seniors on the team.
That's one of the first mistakes that Heritage has made in this second half of play. That's something that we talked about a lot during the first half and during halftime, where the amount of unforced errors that Heritage made. Well, let me tell you what, I don't know what button they pushed in the locker room at halftime, but they fixed that.
Here come the Lady Bulldogs. It's going to be number 11. Go back to the left side. It's Mardfeld to the left side now. Taurine Golden. Outside to Charlie Todd now. 2:25 to play. Todd will try a 3. No good. It'll be out of bounds. And back to Heritage. And Heritage is slowly subbing out people as well. Looks like Kelsey Anderson, another senior, will check into the ball game for the first time. So they're going to get some of their seniors out. They've got some really talented young players here at Heritage. Katie Koch, one of those seniors, gives it to Dills. Dills back to the top of the key. Now to Graham. Graham feeds over right side to Koch. Koch to the outside to Dills, and a travel will be called on Dills as she got the pass and then took the step. So with 2:06 left to play, Lady Bulldogs have the inbounds pass. It will be Bussey into Zali Rodriguez. 2:03 to play. To Charlie Todd. Back to Rodriguez. Wow, she put a great move on there, and that little sideways shot is good. Good shot there by Zali Rodriguez. Saw the pressure coming. She just flipped it up there with the left hand. They go down low. That's Graham. Graham trying to find a play, something open. They put up the shot as she falls down. No good. Graham slow to get up, and Taurine Golden got it to Bussey. Now back to Golden as they try to do a little bit of a press. Golden across the time. She'll pass. Loose ball picked up there by them. They go ahead. Number 15, Kelly Bowen. Bowen lays it up. It is going to roll in there and good. A big cheer from her teammates on the bench. 62-29 now the score.
Cedartown was trying to get it to Zali Rodriguez on that last offensive possession, and we just couldn't get her clear in the lane. That was what caused the turnover.
Rodriguez has it. Goes backwards. The pass to Golden. Now they go to Mardfeld. Mardfeld flips it over to Charlie Todd. Todd got away from coverage, takes it, and she got fouled. Going to be out of bounds, but they don't call the foul. It's going to be out of bounds off of Todd. Todd to both knees and slid on the floor a bit.
Almost looked like a little volleyball move, going to your knees and sliding there, but unfortunately it's out of bounds. Marion Barrow is going to check back into the game.
Speaking of volleyball, a very good volleyball player for the Cedartown Lady Dogs, and also a travel volleyball player in that of Marion Barrow. 3-pointers from the right side is up and no good. The rebound taken by Kelsey Anderson, and we have a whistle and a foul call.
We'll wait for the call from the official. It looks like it's going to be on number 11, Taurine Golden. That is going to be her first of the night. 4th team foul on Cedartown. It comes with 41.2 seconds left on the clock. Kelsey Anderson to the free throw line for the first time tonight. The first one is up, and it is good. (63-29).
Free throw number 2 is up, and that one is good. And it goes to Rodriguez. 64-29 the score, 35 seconds to go. Golden to Todd. Now they go to Marion Barrows back in there. Barrow, the only starter left on the floor for Cedartown. Back to Zali Rodriguez. Now they go to Charlie Todd on the right side. Todd goes around a defender, puts up the jumper. No good. To try to get her on rebound will be forced out of bounds by Heritage. Cedartown ball with 21.5 to go in the ball game.
That was a good-looking move, though, there by Todd to just kind of drive. She had 3 defenders that got down on her, so a good shot over those defenders, and for a moment it looked like it was going to go.
Charlie Todd looking for somebody open. They got into Mardfeld. Mardfeld spins, goes outside to Golden. 15 seconds now to Mardfeld on the left side. Mardfeld goes to Barrow. Barrow back outside to Charlie Todd. It's going to roll to the other side of the floor and out of bounds. Cedartown will turn it over with 10.5 to go, and that'll probably be it. Heritage may try to pad the scoreboard a little bit. We don't know. We'll see. And bounce pass goes into Katie Koch. Now they go top of the key. It's Addie Dills. Try to get it down low. They're going to lose the handle, but she'll just pick it up and she'll let the time run off the clock. The final score, is Heritage 64 and Cedartown 29. 64-29 your final. We'll come back after 60 seconds to wrap up this ball game and get you set for the boys matchup coming up in about 15 minutes. Back after 60 seconds on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. Oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Final score of the varsity girls matchup. The Heritage Lady Generals have a huge second half, particularly a huge third quarter, as they bury the Lady Bulldogs tonight, 64-29. This game was pretty close, through one quarter of play, and relatively close at halftime, but the Lady Generals with that big third quarter, and they never looked back.
At halftime, it was 24-13, and Heritage would come out and seize the momentum directly out of the locker room. The Heritage Lady Generals would outscore Cedartown in that third period, 24-8. Fourth quarter was not much better, 16-8. And again, as Andrew said, your final 64-29. Leading score for the Lady Dogs tonight in double-digit figures was Kinsley Boozer. She would go 6 for 13 from the floor, 0 for 2 from the free throw line, finished with 12 points and 5 rebounds. Asia Ware coming off the bench for the Lady Dogs. She would finish tonight with 6 points. Marion Barrow with 4. Then you had Xylee Rodriguez, Haven Barclay, Charlie Todd, and Kendall Pace, all with 2 points each. Kendall Pace also led the rebounding effort for the Lady Dogs. She finished tonight with 11. Correction on her points. She finished tonight with 1. Kendall Pace with only 1 point on the entire night. Charlie Todd would finish with 2. Kendall would go 0 for 4 from the floor and 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Anytime you can hold Kendall Pace to a single bucket, you're going to have a good chance at picking up a win against this Cedartown Lady Dogs team. Like you said, Andrew, Cedartown struggled with a lot of things that we've struggled with throughout the season, and that is breaking a full court press and man-on-man defense. That's all there is to it. It's tough for the Lady Dogs to work around that, but I look to see for some hopeful improvements as we go throughout this region schedule. Listen, this is a tough region to play in. Heritage goes to 12-4 on the season, 2-0 in region play. So we played a very, very tough team tonight. The problem is when you make the mistakes that we make and when you make the amount of mistakes that we make, a team like Heritage is going to make you pay for it.
They will, and they did tonight, no doubt about it, with the final score being 64-29. Lady Bulldogs will try to regroup, but they'll have a very tough task on Friday. A very good Sonoraville Lady Phoenix team will be awaiting at the Dog Pound on Friday. And then, of course, it'll be a tough ball game with Rockmart Lady Jackets as well in a non-region game on Saturday. Both of those games will be at home this weekend, so we hope you'll tune us in for that. But, hey, we've got the boys game coming up in about 12 minutes. The Cedartown varsity boys looking for their first region win, as well as the Heritage Generals. The Bulldogs lost in overtime to East Paulding in a heartbreaker. They'd love to get back on the winning track here today, and they have a pretty good chance to do it. Both teams have similar records, similar styles of play, and we'll see how that matchup goes here in about 12 minutes. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. If you're listening to us on Facebook Live and YouTube, we'll start a new video for the boys game. If you're on the radio, just stay tuned. We've got some great music back at the radio station. Ethan will keep you entertained over there. and then we'll have the start of the boys game coming up in about 12 minutes. This is Cedartown High School basketball on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. The final score, Cedartown Lady Bulldogs 64 and Cedartown Lady Bulldogs 29 and the Heritage Lady Generals 64.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School